Hey there, it's Brittany, and I am back with another tutorial. I wanted to make a necklace using these beads that I showed you guys, my unboxing from Love Beads on AliExpress. I've been obsessed with this black and white malachite since I got it, and I've been trying to figure out what the heck I wanted to make with it. I was going to try and do maybe like a non-traditional Halloween item with it, but it just kept calling me with this turquoise. They're both matte, and then the matte black Labradorite that they sent me too. So I think I want to do a multi-strand necklace today. I don't know if I've done one of those on camera with you guys, but I'm going to try one that I haven't tried before. And I don't know if I've ever actually seen a video on this or even seen a necklace on it. I'm going to do one strand in the back, and then it opens into two strands down here. And I was thinking these can be my transition pieces. These are from that awesome metal haul that I got. So I will link to these beads from Love Beads below. And let me get a bead board, a different bead board, and we'll get started. So here's my brand new bead board that Emma just sent me. I thought I'd bust that out today. I'm thinking I want these in the back. I don't have a class picked out yet. And I want these two, which are smaller. These are 10 millimeter. These are 8 millimeter. I want these at the bottom, and I'm trying to decide if I want the black. No, I think I want the turquoise on the inside. I'm trying to decide. I mean, that's not very important right now. I do like the turquoise on the outside, actually. Okay, so like I said, I had these two beads. So this is kind of going to be, it's going to be very, I just wanted it to be very tribal looking with the matte beads, and then these gotta be vintage. I don't know what they are, but they look Turkish. I don't know. But I think that's going to be our main necklace. I did pull out some gray and white wood beads. And I also pulled out some, I think I had turquoise somewhere, but I might have lost them at this point. Some spacer beads, some different styles. So these are just in case I need something to liven it up a little bit. I'm going to cut open my strands. I'm going to do it at one end instead of the middle in case I have leftovers. And I also grabbed this out of my stash to make a bracelet if I have leftovers. So as the focal. So I'm just going to get started. I'm going to put this to the side for a second. Put this there. And I'm just going to open my bead strands. Okay. And I think, what did I decide, guys? Do I want the turquoise on the inside or the outside? I think I want it on the outside. Oh. Yeah, I want it on the outside. Okay, so I kind of have to, at this point, decide, do I want to use the entire strand? I mean, you guys know me. I like bead hoarding. If I'm out of them, then I'm going to cry. But I just really, really like how the whole strand looks. And I think these are 15-inch strands. Obviously, one will have to be a little bit shorter than the other, but not by much. I had my wire out, too. Here it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the necklace at the top with 2 wires, and then I'm going to bead down and around. So I will have to cut my wire. I usually just leave it on the spool while I'm, there's a kink in this, but that should be okay. I usually leave it on the spool while I'm threading my beads on, but since I need 2 wires, I'm going to actually cut it this time. And I'm like so low on this, I have to order some wire. Let me know what you guys use, because I just got this stuff from Tucson. So I'm just gonna make a really long piece. Let's see. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so I have 2 equal lengths. I'm probably going to end up flat crimping this because it's going to be too hard for me to use the other method. I think I have some crimp beads right next to me, actually. Give me a moment. Okay, so I grabbed some crimp beads and some crimp covers. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use all of this strand. I've used the the problem is I wanted to save some to use on a necklace to match that bracelet I made, but that just gives me a incentive to order more. So I'm going to measure out how many of these are in the back. I could probably save some by using spacer beads. I'll move these out of the way for a second. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that was good. And then I still have 2 more. You know what? I'm just going to use them all. This will be a long necklace, hopefully. Okay. Now I need to choose a clasp. I'll get out my trusty clasp box. This needs to be reorganized. I think, oh, I just need to reorganize the entire thing, but it's not going to happen until I get my bookcases up. And that can't happen until my house is finished. So there's a whole lot of things that happen before I reorganize these. I think I'm just going to go with this easy peasy set right here. I'm not going to see it anyway. I think that's pretty cool. Reminds me of the swirls on the white and black malachite. So I am going to take both of my wires. I'll make sure that I have them lined up. Okay. And I'm going to put on a couple of these. Actually, I'm going to put on all of these. I'll speed this up for you. Okay, now that I have both strands strung through each one of these beads, I'm going to grab my toggle. Actually, I'm going to grab a crimp bead. Then I'm going to grab a toggle. Doesn't matter because this necklace is symmetrical. I usually like to put this on the right side of the necklace, but it doesn't matter in this situation because it's going to be symmetrical. So, all right, just make sure these are even. Or as close to even as you can get them. Okay, and then I'm going to fold them over and slip them back through the crimp bead. If I can get them in. There we go. And then what we'll do is just tighten that. Okay. Grab your crimpers, and I am just going to flat crimp this. It's going to be too complicated to do the folding technique. So just take my pliers. Sorry, I'm trying to get that in frame there. And then smush. And just, you could smush it a couple times to make sure that's not going anywhere. Okay. I don't know. Let's see if we can get these 4 wires. Yeah, these holes are big enough on these beads to get through a couple of them. So I'm just going to slide that down. Slide a couple of these beads down. I'm not going to trim until the entire necklace is finished because these can end up poking out everywhere if I don't do it correctly. So, see? I love these beads. Okay, so I'm not going to really worry about this end for right now. I'm going to grab my 2 wires. Okay. And then I'm going to try and get them through this hollow bead. Sometimes it's a little hard to even get 1 wire through a hollow bead, but when you're doing 2, it's even worse. So, okay, I was able to get the beads, or I'm sorry, the wire through the bead using actually my beadle-on needle. So that part is done. That was like the hardest part of this necklace, I swear. And I'm going to choose whichever one seems like it's more on the inside, and I'm going to load on my black and white beads, and I'm just going to do a few less than my turquoise beads to make sure that this strand is shorter than the turquoise strand. Okay, so I left off 2, and then I kind of found an issue while I was loading on these beads. I'm going to need, because here I can just show you. If I start by putting on these turquoise beads right up against the white beads, then they're going to be fighting for a place up against that other bead. So I'm thinking I need, oops, sorry, I got that wrapped around a pair of pliers. I'm going to need, see how that just doesn't gel well? I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to need a couple spacers in between there, and that's totally fine. I'll do that right now. I think I'm just gonna grab a couple of these guys. I think somebody's moving in out there because I keep hearing a truck backing up. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I just got a call saying my new dining room set is going to be delivered on Tuesday, so I'm very excited. Been waiting for that. Oh, yep, there's a huge truck backing up right next to my window. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I'm going to load these beads on, and I'll be back once I've gotten to the other side. Okay, so I was able to get, after a couple tries, the wires through this bead. I used my beadle-on elastic cord needle again. And so this is what our necklace looks like so far. And it's so cute. It's exactly what I wanted. And I am going to just finish off this side. My wire's a little funky at the top because of using the beadle-on elastic cord needle. So I'm just going to put these 2 together and do what I did on this side, strand on all of these black Labradorite beads, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are, sorry, my lamp is in the way here. Almost finished. I have stranded, and I just need to tighten it up a little bit. We can do that. I'm gonna do a couple things here. So I'm going to, on this side, put these through a couple more beads. And then, actually I'm just gonna do one more bead, and then I'm going to chop that, but first I'm going to tighten on this end so that everything is up against each other over here. But we want the necklace to be draped a little bit because we don't want the necklace to be too tight. If it's too tight, it's just gonna look weird once I crimp on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and snip these guys as close to the bead as I can without snipping the actual main wires. Okay. And then I'm just going to take a quick look through the rest of the necklace to make sure it's laying okay. And it does look like it's laying very well. I love it. I love it. So sorry that my shadows are not working out here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to cut these a little bit more evenly because they're a little hot. They're a hot mess from the needle. Okay, so that helped quite a bit. I'm going to grab my crimp bead, strand both those through the crimp bead. Then I'm going to grab my toggle just like we did on the other side. And then I'm going to grab my crimp bead again, put it through, and then I'm going to put through the 2 wires through the black Labradorite beads for leverage so I can pull it all taut. So just slip them through a couple of these beads like we did on the other side. Okay. Having some issues here. Well, one's coming out. Okay. Oh. Sorry, my hand's in the way. All right, so now I have both wires. I'm going to try and straighten this out a little bit because we don't want it to be too crisscrossed because that can mess with the integrity of the crimp. And then I'm just going to pull this taut as much as I can without, you know, making the whole entire necklace too tight. There we go. Because we still want it to drape nicely. So look, that looks fantastic. I'm just going to loosen it a little bit here so the crimp has a little bit of wiggle room, and grab my crimps. And I'm just going to flat crimp. Tighten that as much as possible. I'm going to repeat what I did on the other side. Trim our wires as closely to that bead as possible. Okay. And here is our gorgeous necklace. Oh my goodness. I love this necklace. Oh, it's so elegant, and like nobody is going to have a necklace like this. Nobody. These beads, I have never, before actually I bought these beads, or before I got these beads, I hadn't seen that type of malachite before, so it just made me super happy. But certainly nobody's going to have such a matte necklace with, you know, whatever focal beads you want to include in your design. And this doesn't have to be as, you know, dark or, you know, stony. I don't know another word. You could do this, you know, bright and summery colors. You could do it with glass. You could do it with plastic. You could do it with whatever, pearls. I think anything would look pretty in this style. Sorry, excuse my really dirty table. It's not dirty. It's just super unorganized. Everything's sitting on it. But I'm trying. I want to see if I can zoom out so you guys can see the entire necklace. So there we go. Isn't that cute? Unfortunately, I didn't have enough beads left over to do a bracelet, but I have so many turquoise bracelets. That's okay. I can definitely do that. Mix this with another bracelet that I have. I have like hundreds of bracelets. So, and then I have 2 beads left over here, so I can make earrings if I really wanted to. I don't wear earrings, but I could. Let's see. What do I have here? So I'm not going to do this, but I can show you. Emma sent me these, and they kind of match, so you could put that underneath. But the thing that I was kind of thinking was my toggles that I used for the clasp. Those could be a cute little charm to tie in the toggles. So if you had extras, and you can always use the bars for something else, you could use this as a charm to make a cute little quick earring. Just like that. Or I did put to the side one of this bead. Oops, sorry guys, you guys saw that happen. One of these beads, I can make an earring set with them, but I'm not going to do that because I don't wear earrings and I don't want to waste these beads because they're so pretty. So thank you so much for watching. If you like jewelry or just ridiculous conversation, please subscribe. And if you know anybody who does as well, please share. And you know I love beads, so check out my bead group. I can't promise when I'm going to have a sale, but I'm going through everything and I'm just like overwhelmed with all the stuff I have, so I have to de-stash. And I just ordered, you guys don't even want to know what I ordered. I ordered 2 big lots of bone beads, plus another one that I didn't even show you guys. So thanks so much for watching. Please stay tuned. Goldie's gonna be attached to this video. She had a good morning. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Bye-bye. Good morning. How's your day so far? You had some breakfast and some tummy rubs, and now you're taking another nap? Yeah? Say hi to your friends. Happy Saturday, friends. Happy Saturday. Bye.